stage and have some
Okay.
You're good to go.
That's the best way to cover off. They can't go to the ledge. They can't go to the stage. I was just fucking up so much. Dude, to the side B though.
All right, awesome. So here we go. We've got Yoshi's story,
Like, it's a free 20 damage.
and they have opted to choose their mains.
So from what I noticed watching him yesterday, Burnt Out Ninja, I mean, is that he's a really fast Sheik player. He moves a lot more than a lot of Sheiks who just like to stand their ground and let you come to them. He'll move really fast. Guy in the red shirt. He played Young Link, Marth, and Captain Falcon last time I played.
Pat gets in with a neutral
All right.
air.
All
This
right.
is looking okay. Pat doesn't cover the edge, and I can completely understand that because he had the looks like he had a wall jump, and then came up and would have been able to land on stage.
Very good neutral air.
So Pat
trade.
just gave him the edge. Oh, he should have gone on stage there. Pat didn't have that many great options to cover it. This is Peach after all.
Pat is one of the few players who will consistently just stay on the ledge and call your bluff every
Yeah.
time.
Take ledge, do nothing is a phrase that he quotes a lot.
Yep.
Oh, he tries to forward air Peach and gets forward aired in return.
This stage may seem like a good counter pick in the matchup because she can kill Peach a lot earlier than, say, Dreamland or Fountain of Dreams, or even Battlefield. But Pat is pretty good on this stage. He likes this stage a lot. So I guess coming from Canada, he has no way of knowing this. But when I was playing against Pat, I try to avoid this stage as much as possible.
Yeah,
Oh, and he
I
has
think
a stick
Pat
face.
likes that he doesn't have to run all the way across the stage to punish things.
Yeah.
He gets a hit and then he can follow it up. He can actually finish an edge guard.
And Pat actually has really good combo game. So he can get a lot of early kills.
Burnt Out Ninja finally gets the KO with a strong back air, but he's at very high percent on his second stock, or third stock. He needed to do something more than that out of shield. You need to know that Peach is just going to come down on you at that point. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking Burnt Out Ninja might go Fox. He said that is the one matchup where he is comfortable using Fox as opposed to his Sheik.
Peach?
Peach, yes. He went Fox at one point during doubles.
Doubles, yeah. And that didn't go out too well, did it?
It didn't, but he said that this was, that was doubles. This is the singles matchup, and he said that he was comfortable with that matchup in singles. So, I'm thinking, based on how poorly this went for him, he really might opt to choose a different character, try and mix things up.
Yeah. I really want to see him stay with Sheik because I think that Pat will eat his Fox. Secondary Foxes generally don't convince me
All
too
right,
much.
he did stay with Sheik, and he saltied back to Yoshi's story.
I do not agree with this one bit.
He was telling me about his playstyle earlier. He plays with a guy named Slayer from Minneapolis, and he says Slayer's one piece of advice that he ever gives is to play gayer, to just, as he will put it, suck more dicks.
And he's from Minneapolis. You should move here.
What that means for those of you unfamiliar and who think I'm making a homosexual slur, I probably am anyway, that means to play as efficient as possible, to not go in, to make the match as unexciting as possible. And so it looks like that's what he's trying to do with this match right now. He's trying to just pull needles, force Peach to approach, and try and punish her approach. That's really what Sheik does best.
And this is the matchup.
Really.
Yeah.
Because Sheik has good mid-range coverage. And if he forces Peach to get into that mid-range, then he can abuse that. The problem that Marth has is that Marth can't cover the long range, whereas Peach has turnips. So Marth is the one who has to approach there. But here with Sheik, she's got arguably the best projectile in the game, if not definitely the second best. And so he can just keep throwing that out, force Peach to approach, and Peach is not a fan of approaching. That said,
Peach does have a lot of options, though.
yeah, this is one of the few matchups where Sheik actually can approach in certain ways because of how bad Peach's approach options are sometimes. Okay,
I
he's got the
disagree.
ledge.
It's still really hard to approach in this. It's a lot of baiting out Peach's moves first and then going in.
Ooh, not sure what happened there. That was a recovery that I think was relatively guaranteed. Oh, catches the turn and throws it back at him. Gets a forward tilt. Oh, it doesn't quite fit it. Ah, if he'd followed that up with an aerial, that might have been a quick KO. But now he's taking a lot of unnecessary damage.
Sheik's most important thing to know in this matchup, I'd say, is probably Nido canceling into grabs. Because Nido's auto-cancel as soon as you touch the ground, so you really want to get that diagonal angle, hit her with Needles, and then while she's in stun, just walk up, grab her.
It looks like he's having trouble just getting that angle on her. Like,
Yeah. Pat's all over him.
Pat is throwing turnips all over the place and forcing him into places he doesn't want to be. He needed to land on the platform there. That platform is relatively hard for Peach to cover. And if you get on stage, Peach can just get up and down smash or something. Another needle just to get him over 100% would actually be a good idea here, because otherwise Pat has options off the ledge. There we go. I'll enter 64. I'll need someone to spot me a controller, but I'll enter.
Pat air dodges off the stage, killed himself.
Oh, and...
But it shouldn't matter too much. She was at a high percent.
Yeah.
And
Okay, Burntown Ninja's able to get down, but for how much longer? He needs to be throwing those needles. Like, he can't just hold them and then run in. Oh, that was a bad grab. Pat had crossed him up. There we go. That was a good option, but Pat had it covered because he was a low percent. So that was 2 games straight to PatCombo.
convincingly, too.
Yeah. So now I have to go play Pat. Pat, stay on stream.
Pat, stay on.
Wait a second. We're gonna see if we're gonna convert to PM real quick.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna convert to PM.
PM? Are you the man, the legend, Facebook Joe? Nice to meet you.
Hey,
You're still Jack.
What's up?
Joe is still Jack.
I don't even know who that is.
Of course
Here,
not. You're
someone
the same
take my
person.
dollar to Jesus.
'Cause, you know, you're him.
Joe, could you take this and give it to Jesus?
I would enter 64, but I spent my last dollar to enter Melee.
Okay, so
That reminds me.
what's up? Oh,
Would you like one?
I would very much like one.
We went to this taco place down the street, and they had 4 of these for $1.
It's not a bad deal.
So,
Actually, getting them in a box set, yeah, that's probably a horrible deal, but whatever.
Yeah, Geoffrey, go play Pat.
Okay.
can you go out that way? Yep. Ray.
So we're gonna wait. Are we gonna finish this package? Don't start yet. I'll run this game and I'll commentate.
Okay.
I'll just commentate from here until the end. Alright, don't start yet. Okay. Hello, stream. We're gonna finish up Melee here and then convert to PM. We are at top 5 right now. Let's see here. So this is a fun tournament, huh?
It is pretty fun.
Yeah, I like it. Let's see here.
Yeah, it's always fun to actually have